so I never really belonged anywhere, right? I mean, it's sort of that thing where you don't belong anywhere, but you belong everywhere. I think as an immigrant, you are forced so many times into performing things that don't belong to you, right? And growing up in a very capitalistic, macho universe, I am still working very hard in unlearning all of these structures and ways. And so for me, when I moved into this country, it was like I had a blank slate. To some degree, I was still sort of like I had restrictions with my visa, which really dictated a lot of my journey, but I didn't quite belong in the art world. I didn't quite belong in the law world. So I belong somewhere in the middle, which I call the estuary, which is the land where it is most fertile and where magic can happen. And so I use law in the very same way as I use art. They're just tools in which you create an image, a story. You can connect with people. I learn so much and I communicate so much just through seeing humans and through understanding their body language. And so growing up in a space where I was threatened all the time, I had to walk into a restaurant or school and identify every exit, identify who was uncomfortable, why are they uncomfortable, like are they looking. So like I learned all of these things at such a young age that I can read people very easily. And so that has been an amazing tool, but combining the both just felt like, what can I make that is easy for people to do while they're learning something so stressful, like your rights, when your entire existence can stop, right? When you go back to a country that was not safe. And so how can I make it inviting? How can I make it loving? How can I make it connect to the land, which doesn't belong to us? So yeah, I mean, there's so many ways in which I could play this tell you the story, but essentially it is, I like combining these two worlds where you can feel that joy and that possibility of making anything happen, because I do feel capitalism keeps us, the way of life in which, these structures that we're taught keep us so limited. And I think one of the ways of manipulation and colonialism and white supremacy is really taking away our imagination, taking away the possibility of imagining the world that we deserve, the world that we want for ourselves.